Okay guys, today we're going to tackle subtracting mixed numbers with borrowing, which means that once you find a common denominator and you get trucking, you're going to see that you can't take this away from this. Let's see if that's true. Remember that LCM is LCD, meaning the lowest common denominator is what we get from least common multiple. So if we set up our division ladder like so, and we complete it, remember that you can take out a 2, those they're both even. You can't go any further, so don't make another rung. That's the wrong thing to do. So we stop here and we draw the L. Many people just assume the lowest common denominator for 6 and 8 would be 48. It's not true. It would be 2 times 4, which is 8, times 3, which is 24. Because the LCM is 24, the lowest common denominator is 24. Those things are the same. Now remember, whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. So if down here we needed a times 4 to get to 24, here we have to have a times 4, which makes that 20. Here it was times 3 because 8 times 3 is 24. So here it's times 3, which means 3 times 3 is 9. Now, as promised, we cannot take 20 away from the 9 that we have up top. But we really do have more up top because we have more whole numbers. And so we really can complete this problem. We just have to do a little fancy work. So first of all, I'm going to shrink this down just a little bit and scooch him over because now we don't need him to take up much room at all. And then we're going to borrow from the 5 and make it a 4. We just borrowed a whole. Now, a whole in 24ths means 24 24ths. Just like if you get the whole social studies test right out of 24 questions, that means you got 24 out of 24 right. Now, the 24 we just borrowed plus the 9 we already had, that makes 33. So now, holy smokes, we've got enough to take away the 20, which is what we want, and we don't mind that this is improper up here because we're about to change that right now. So 33 take away 20, that makes 13. We're still in 24ths. Don't forget your whole number, that 4 take away 2 is 2. If we had to reduce this and it wasn't all the way down, then we would do that next, but we're done. The answer is already simplified. Pause as needed. 8 and 12 are another pair that people want to just multiply those two to get the lowest common denominator. It's much simpler if you have the LCM. So 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 12 6 times. We can keep going. Keep on trucking. 2 goes into 4 2 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times. You cannot go again, so don't write another rung. Draw the big fat L, like we taught you, and now we have to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Well, 2 times 2 is 8, times 2, nope, I said that wrong. 2 times, back it up, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24. So there's a much lower denominator than to multiply these two. You would have gotten like 96. That's ridiculous, and that will make your math wrong because it's going to be too much of the computation to figure it out simply. Now down on the bottom we did times 2, so we have to do the same thing to the top. Here we did times 3, we have to do the same thing to the top. Again, we can't take 22 away from only 15. But we really do have more up here because we have another whole up there, more than we have down here. So we're going to borrow from the 6 and make it a 5. That one whole has to go here and be added to what we already have. So when we're borrowing in 24ths, then 24 24ths is one whole that we borrowed. So here's the whole. Plus the 15 we already had now gives us, see if I can do my quick mental math, 39. And 39 now is big enough to take away the 22 that we needed. But 39 is improper, Mrs. Cornwell. Don't worry, because we're about to take a whole bunch of them away. And so 39 minus 22 is 17. 17/24 is our fraction, and 5 take away 5 is nothing, so we just have that for our answer with no whole number. Great job. Pause and rewind as needed. Now, this one, if we do a division ladder, as I would highly recommend, nothing can come out of those except for a 1. Meaning we are actually going to multiply them all the way around, and that just makes it 1 times 3, which is 3, times 4, which is 12. So our lowest common denominator is going to be 12. Put that here so that we can work on those numerators to figure out what they are going to be. Now 4 times 3, that's 12, so 3 times 3, that's 9. Whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. I heard you say it. So now 3 times 4, that's 12, and so 2 times 4, that's 8. 9 is bigger than 8, so we need to borrow. So that makes this a 2 when we borrow. We're going to borrow 1 whole. When borrowing twelfths, 12 over 12 makes 1 whole. Like if you got the whole math test right and it was 12 questions, you got 12 out of 12 right. But we have to add that to the 8 twelfths we already had there. So that makes it 20 twelfths. Now we can take away those 9 twelfths. But it's improper. That's fine. It's not going to be because we're about to subtract a bunch of them. So 20 take away 9. Well, that's 11. And so 11 twelfths is what we'll have left over. And then 2 take away 1. That's 1. Our answer is 1 and 11 twelfths. What if we come to a problem where there ain't no fraction? Those are not bad at all. We can just borrow from the 17, make it a 16, and we borrowed in eighths because we're already dealing with eighths. Let's just make that our common denominator. And then we would have 8 eighths on top as 1 whole, because 8 eighths, which is a whole, plus the 16 that we have now makes the 17 we started with. Did you follow all that? Okay, so that means that now we can take away 3 eighths from the 8 eighths, which would be 5 eighths. And 16 take away 5 is 11. We're done. It's all good. But when I look at this problem, let me do some quick work. Can't take anything out except for a 1, so that is going to be 2 times 11 for our LCM. Or LCD, which I also could have written, is 22. Watch what happens. Pick this problem on purpose. So here I did times 2, so this will be 8. Here I did times 11, so that'll be 11, which makes sense because 11 out of 22 is a half, and that's what it's supposed to equal. But look, I can take 8 away from 11. I don't need to borrow. So a lot of times we get a little happy on the borrowing, a little borrow happy, and we think we have to borrow everything and it's mama. But we don't, because 11 take away 8 is 3 and we good. We don't have to borrow, so 2 take away 1 is just 1 and we're done. So don't go trigger happy on the borrowing. If you don't have to, you don't have to. When this is smaller than this, we're good. Okay? It's when you're taking away more than you have. Okay, I'm taking 9 away, I only have 8. I'm taking 22 away, I only have 15. That borrowing is necessary. So please examine whether or not borrowing is necessary before you just go borrowing like crazy. Make sure that you ask for help. If this still does not make sense after you have watched it once or twice and asked a parent, then ask a teacher.